artist, but that really is informed just because I want to highlight the fact that there is no separation, right? Yes, I sing. I was invited by Festech. It was started in 1977 in Festech, Nigeria, and they have continued that World Arts Festival, and so they've invited me to perform in Kisumu, Kenya, and I'll go and do that at the end of August. I do sing. I am a traditional artist, but I've learned to understand that there is no separation. That creative energy shows up in my organizing work as an artivist, in teaching and instruction, and it is across the board. Even me as a woman, the woman is the first creator in her womb. African women, let's be clear. We are the mother of civilization. We have to hold up the divine feminine energy and remember that women, African women especially, that you are a creator, a creative. You are the foundational. And in the spirit of that, let me just lift up Mama Louise Langdon Little, the mother of Malcolm X, from Grenada. Many people don't even acknowledge. They think of, oh, Martin Luther King. He was incredible, and he was. But do we think about his mother that watched both of her sons assassinated? And, then she was killed herself inside of her own church. Do we even acknowledge that as a community? When I think about the woman as creator, right? And the reason I say that is because I want you to begin to see art outside of the boxes that European culture and value systems have forced us living within these paradigms to put them into. We are the rhythm people. Everything we do is art. You are an artist, Nati. What you've done with everyone's place. Yes. That institution over there, come on. You've been doing that for how many years? That creation is a certain vibration you need to maintain, to last, to be sustainable. And you've done that. And so welcome to the artist class, Nati. Yes. No, the creator makes you an artist. Your mother makes you an artist. And so, but within the Teaching Artists Institute, we're specifically teaching artists how to define reality by understanding the role that they play across sector. But it's also important for us to realize that we're shaping mindsets, not just within our artists, because we began at Coppin State University with Dr. Gary Hyatt. He gave us permission to have our first group of teaching artists to teach them to merge their art form into another area of community development. And then we realized that it was so much bigger than that. Now we're working in 9 countries, Grenada being the newest. In West Africa, we're in Ghana, Gambia, and Liberia. And in East Africa, we're in Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, and Congo. And so we have spread. Of course, there's no place like home. We'll always work right here in Baltimore. I mean, we have our own group of youth workers. Shout out to, the Youth Works program, creative carvers and carpenters. But really, as a teaching artist, it's your job to curate experiences. Sometimes we see art as a tangible outcome, but really it's our lived experience. And that's why it's difficult for us. One of the most difficult questions we looked to answer while in that circle in Grenada was, where are the institutions that are going to preserve, because you say the greatest institution is the family and that the elders, they hold the history. How do we find balance between physical institutions and the person as an institution, written story, and the stories that we tell? And so this is the role of the teaching artist, to help us find that balance. Like the elder said, he said, art are the compass. Art workers are the compass, right? The litmus test. And so their job is to help us determine continually what is of value. And the Teaching Artists Institute is there as the pulse to remind them, to help to sustain them, to facilitate that dialogue, make sure that we stay connected, and to continually remind them of their role as the litmus test on our value system as we build institutions to sustain our people and to facilitate our liberation.
So what's the contact information for?
Oh, yes, that should have been the most important thing. Listen, we have to promote, first and foremost, like us on Facebook. We are still on Facebook. We're old. Facebook.com/teaching artists. One word, no S. Facebook.com/teaching artists. One word, no S. And of course, we also sustain ourselves through social entrepreneurship. Our organization, we work under fiscal sponsor of a nonprofit, but we sustain our activities, 90% of them, through the